First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to work. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And that's definitely the way you get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, in pregame, and everything. And they got it done right away, running the ball for a big game.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Saints had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that. And what they...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Boom!
Still fighting through tackles. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Duggan now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. To throw is Duggan. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Black Ultra.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Set, ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Duggan looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 25 yards that time.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing, Duggan. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. In motion right, that's Dell. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. Duggan. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. In motion, the tight end. Here's Duggan to throw. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Duggan will look to throw this. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On the double.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Drill, 52. Check White. Hut.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Let's go now.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Blaster. Set.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 53 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This is 2nd and 8.
Fight, 97.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Down.
Gonna need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, Benedict. Good footwork at the 30. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, Dugan completes it to Hardman. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Benedict. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Throwing on 1st down. Dugan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game. I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on 2nd down. Duggan. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, Dugan. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And in for the Steelers' touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes our score 17-0.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Come on, set.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go, set.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go.
2nd down and 6 now.
Strike. Go Pete. Set, cut.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Set, ready. Hey, go Fury. Black swap. Yellow.
Now receiver in motion left.
Opposite, green. Check, pink. Switch, yellow. Cut.
They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. (17-3) the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Andy Isabella. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Steelers. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Steelers 24, Saints 3. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Ready?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Black shot. Ready?
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Blue strike. Ready.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Dugan. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Catch is made by Hardman. And down inside the 15 he goes. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Saints 3. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Come on.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now they'll change things up. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Firing in that time, it was Nick Herbig. Credit him with a sack. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And there is There's nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Smith red. Set.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7.
Mega.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here we go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Ready?
Hands it off out of the gun. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Steel, black. Go red. Green jack. Ready?
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the
Let's go now.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ready.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. He completes it to Olave. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. He'll look to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Slide blue. Hut, hut.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Edo blue.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Come on, set.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Ready?
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Ready.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Claws red.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Let's go.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Blue, go. Drill green. Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Boswell for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Steelers 45, Saints 3. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, set.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
Right back to him on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready,
so a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Set.
Looking to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Ready.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that. But only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Benedict. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. That one looks like he'll throw here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Extra point now by Boswell.
Point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Steelers 52, Saints 6. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Still going. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Got it.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Fight 60. Smash. Red. Hut.
On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Yellow. Go. Hut. Hut.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw